And Eugene, yeah. Let's start our lesson today about the future. So Iris, you have the presentation prepared?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so Aaron, let's talk about the future. Can you read about the future?
Okay. About the future, focusing on the moment can improve our well-being, foster compassion, and help our relationships. What about going beyond the present moment? Yes, thinking about the future can trigger anxiety, but a growing body of research suggests that it can also make our lives more meaningful.
Okay, so here, what is it talking about? Do you think that thinking about the future makes life more meaningful? What do you think about that, Aaron?
I think more about our own future will make the life more meaningful, because for me, I think we need to find a purpose in our each stage. Maybe last year I was over 30 years old, so I start thinking about that between 30 to 40, what is the most important thing I want to do? Yeah, and recap my past 10 years. Do I achieve my goals? Yeah, so if I achieve this goal, I feel, yeah, it's meaningful of my life. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what have you thought about? So what have you achieved? What are your goals? You already thought about
it. You mean my past goals?
Yeah, of course, your goals.
In my past 10 years, I graduated from university. So my top one goal is to enter into the dream company, and I can do a service or product that can every Taiwanese to use it. Yeah, and now I enter into the company. I really help to the product or service for the Taiwanese. Yeah.
Okay, so you feel you're making a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Iris, what about you? Do you think that thinking about the future makes life more meaningful?
Yes. Thinking about the future makes me plan ahead, and it would be more efficient to achieve my goals.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great. Eugene, what about you?
Yes, I think that thinking about the future makes life more meaningful too, because if I'm thinking about the future, I will make plan, and if I want to achieve the goals, I need to do some. I think I need to do something every day that make me can achieve my goals.
Okay. So what are you doing every day to achieve your goals?
For example, I just want I can improve my English skills. So, about these years, I try to listen in English every day.
Awesome. You're creating a habit. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. Wonderful. So for discussion, do you think about your future often? What do you think your future will be like? I want to know about Iris's.
Future be like. Yes, I imagine the future often, and I imagine new innovations that can improve our lifestyle, maybe to change. And for example, I imaginated like a automatic based machine, and I just into the machine and I finished the text, and I'm taking shower is finished, and I hope I have a robot maid and to help me to clean the house. Yeah, it can save my time.
Robot. Okay, talking about robots. Okay, that's good. When we think about the future, it doesn't just influence our own lives, it can also influence how we treat other people. Why is that? Aaron.
I think I agree with this opinion because if we set a goal, for example, maybe in the first 5 years you start to work, and the goal maybe you want to make many different friends from different industry, and under this goal we will try to know other people as much as possible, so it will influence how we treat other people, I think.
Right. Great. So, positive expectations. Optimism could increase our ability to achieve our goals. But why might fantasizing about the future actually decrease the chance of achieving what we want? So think about that. So when you think about, okay, say, I'm going to lose weight, right? And when we fantasize about losing weight, actually, in the end, we don't lose weight. Why is that? Eugene, what do you think?
I heard research that said when you have a goal and you tell your friends what you want to do, then your brain will think that you have already achieved that things. Yeah. But actually you didn't do that.
Right.
Just your brain think you do that.
You did it. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So tell us about what your future will look like. Okay, very interesting. So what do you think your future will look like? You can talk about if you're gonna get married, are you gonna how many kids you're gonna have, or how many robots you're gonna have, are you gonna live in a mansion by the beach, live in a tree house with some apes and monkeys? Okay, so you can tell us about what you think your future will look like. So it's kind of like painting a picture. So think of it as painting a picture and having as many details as you want. It doesn't have to be true. It can be just anything you imagine. Okay. I'll give you like a minute to think. Who wants to start? Who already knows what their future is going to look like? Eugene looks like she's thinking. Erin, do you need to think? Are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh, you're thinking.
I imagine.
You're imagining you and your girlfriend, right? I hope it's your girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, I'm first.
Iris, I knew it. Okay, great.
Yeah, I imagine I'm into a high-tech world. Yeah, and my life will be full of high tech, and everyone has chips in our brain, and it can connect with a different application, and the chip will monitor our health, and maybe can control every you want in your mind. We can change our position, and we have a spatial and more fast transportation to go to anywhere. Yeah, and if we feel if we can control the air condition, music, and any application just by our voice or mind. Yeah.
Awesome. Wow. I think you watched too many movies, but okay, that's very good.
Yeah, but the Tesla boss,
Uh-huh.
this is from his presentation. He starting to research this chip. Yeah.
But I'm not saying that it's very far off. It's just I'm not sure when it will be. Like, is it going to be 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, Aaron and Yuching, who wants to start?
I'm ready.
Good, go.
Okay. In my future, I want to own a farm, and I hope myself can leave the technology and just chill in my farm with my maybe husband or my kids. Yeah. And I also, I hope I don't need any technology in my future.
You don't need
And
any
I can,
technology?
yeah. And I can sell like milk, or I can plant my flower and sell them in my future.
You want to be a florist?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I want I can live in a simple life.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, last but not least, Aaron.
Recently, I watched a video that introduced SpaceX company, and it introduced how they to create a rocket. Yeah, rocket fly to the space. So, and I also see the recent news that introduced some car vendors start to develop the fly cars. So I think, imagine my future, I can maybe buy a house, but maybe it's far away from the Taipei city, but I can drive. Oh no, but I can let the sky car drive me to the company, and I can sleep on the car, and then I can also control my house remotely, such as air conditioner or TV, or maybe also robot, the cleaning robot. Yeah. So it's similar like the Iron Man, the Jarvis. Yeah. Yeah, I have ever want to develop the Jarvis program, but but I choose that is I do not start to create develop the program. Yeah, something. Yeah, maybe I imagine my future is like it.
Very interesting. Okay, do you guys have any questions for each other? You guys can each. So Aaron, you can ask one question to Iris or Eugene.
Oh, me. I think now we can use some smart, how to say, smart family, the machine, and you can use for Iris, you can use your smartphone to connect all your house, everything current right now. Yeah, because I heard my college do it.
College is
Colleague, yeah.
school. Colleague.
Yeah, university, yeah. Colleague.
Okay, great. Iris, do you have a question for Eugene or Aaron, or do you want to respond to him?
I have a question. The rocket plane is a real project or just your image?
Yeah, it's the project of the SpaceX. The CEO of the SpaceX say 2025. Yeah.
Okay.
You know that. Yeah. But I see the video. It's very, very amazing because it's take only 10 years, around 10 years, he can develop a rocket, and the rocket is reusable. You send to space and it will back to our Earth. Yeah, it's very amazing, I think.
Hey, Eugene, what about you?
I think in the future, I will be another world.
You'll be in another world?
Compare with Aaron and Iris.
Why would you say that?
Because their future have lots of cool technology things.
Yeah.
But maybe
in different world.
I hope in the future they can lend their cleaning machine to me.
Robots.
Yeah.
Okay, great job, guys. So moving on to the role play. So actually, Iris talked about one of the things I mentioned here. Okay, so we're going to talk about climate change, high-tech food, and robots. So I'm going to give climate change to Aaron, high-tech food to Iris, and Eugene, you'll get robots. Okay. So based on the topic, you can use some of the you can use some of the introduction here, or you can add in your own or leave some out depending on you. Okay, so let's start with climate change, and if you want to add your own opinion, it's also fine. So these are just things I collected some information so that you know how because these are all like predictions, right? So predictions are not always right. You can add in your own or change it up or add in anything you have read about. Just sticking to the topic. Okay? About the future. Okay. Let's start with robots. Robot.
So I need to introduce the future will have robot.
Yeah, and what it will bring. Or some of your
Okay.
ideas. You can just add in your ideas.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I think in our future, there will be lots of robots in every industry. And because robots, they can save your time, and they also can do some dangerous work, like I don't know, build a building. So lots of worker will have no job because robots can do the things, and no one will be dangerous. And also robots can do the, I think robots, they can do the very difficult, complicated things like surgery. So maybe in the future, doctors, they don't need to do surgery themselves. Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe in our future, we see the celebrities on TV, they are all robots. Because, yeah, because robots can do everything. And maybe we need to think about our future to how to keep our jobs from robots.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What about for high-tech food?
Okay, I'm talking about high-tech food, and they are the crises of the world, like greenhouse gas emissions, overfishing, and animal welfare concerns. And so people starting research and development new technology to create new things or food. So like producing meat in a lab is a way to combat environment. So maybe I think maybe agriculture industry will disappear, and I think maybe people just need take some pills to acquire sufficient nutrition, and at the same time we can keep the environment. Yes, and so and another technology is using stem cells from animals. It can use in the people and animals. Yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome. Nutrition.
Nutrition.
Nutrition. Nutrition.
Nutrition.
So 3 syllables. Nutrition. Good. Great. Okay. Last but not least, Aaron.
Okay. Hi everyone. I introduce the climate change. As we know, so far the climate changed a lot recent, maybe 10 years. Summer become extremely hot. The degree is very, very high. But sometimes, and for winter, and sometimes it's very warm, but sometimes it's extremely cold. Maybe 3 years ago, I remember Taipei has the snow day. Yeah, it's snowy in Taipei. It's very not normal weather. So I think maybe in the next 20 years, in the worldwide or in Taiwan, except for the climate change a lot, except for the becoming hot, very hot, or become very cold, and also some animal maybe will disappear due to this climate change. Yeah, so I guess we need to have a good way to protect these animals and protect our environment to live comfortably. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to take a break for 1 minute and then come back to the classroom for Iris's presentation. Okay? Great.
Okay.